This video is going to try to teach young soccer players how to kick a soccer ball properly. There's a lot of problems that occur when kids try to kick the soccer ball. Before we even kick the ball in soccer, first we have to approach the ball right. A lot of times little kids will stutter step. You want to learn as you're running towards the ball, then take a big step right before you kick the ball, and that gets your weight moving, and you want to take a hop. Take a hop, and this plant foot goes right next to the ball almost always. A few inches away from it, whatever feels comfortable for your child, that'll come naturally after they do it. And it's going to depend on the width of your hips as how close you plant your ball. Little kids will be closer than a larger adult. And you always want to point your toes where you want the ball to go. That's almost always the ball's going to go that direction if you hit the ball properly. So approach the ball and put that plant foot there. Now eventually, when your kids get better at this, you're going to start having a rolling ball, and if the ball is rolling away from you as you plant your foot, it's going to end up out in front of you. So if the ball is rolling forward, this comes way later after you learn proper form, your foot will go in front of the ball, and as your foot is swinging forward, the ball will be rolling and you will be contacting it with your ball next to your foot. That's always where you're going to want to hit it. If you hit the ball out in front of you, the ball is going to lift up. And if you hit with the ball back behind you, the ball is just going to roll really fast on the ground. So first thing is take your hop, plant foot right next to the ball, bend your knee, toes pointed with your plant foot where you want the ball to go. There's basically four main parts to a soccer kick. The first, you want to take a little jump or a hop right before you kick the ball. That's very important in helping get power in the ball. Just like when a baseball player, they take a step into the ball, it gets your body moving into it, gets the whole weight of your body behind the ball, it helps generate power. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure you bend your knee all the way back, almost so your heel touches your bottom there. So you want to get your knee back, all the way back, bent. And what that does, once again, if you think about a baseball players, they pull the bat back and swing all the way through. And what this does is it gets more power. If a baseball player tried to hit like this, they wouldn't get as much power. And this corrects one of the most common problems that little kids have when they're first starting to play soccer. When they want to kick a ball, they try to kick it harder by pushing their foot through. So they try to push it through. And that takes away all your power. Your power comes from hopping and bending this knee way back. So little kids will step, no, they won't take the hop. The little kids will run up to the ball and push it like that. So if you watch your kids trying to kick, you'll see that a lot. And this helps get your power. The most important thing is now that you've got this part down, back, and you've hopped right before you kick it, is then trying not to have little kids kick their toes in the ground. When you hit the ball, you want to hit it on the laces of your foot, so your foot is almost straight up and down when you hit it. Now as you can see, my foot is bent right here, my leg is bent. You want to keep that all the way through the whole motion of the swing. If you point your toes all straight out and you try to kick, you're just going to kick the ground. A lot of kids will do this when they're first learning. So you want to make sure that you have your knee bent the whole time. So when you're kicking, you're bringing back and you're kicking like this. My knee, if you notice, the knee is bent the entire time, so have your kids practice swinging like this. This is very important. A lot of kids, of course, will kick the ball with their toe, so you want to point your toes and lock your ankles. Ankles have to be strong, locked out. If they're not strong, if it's all floppy, the ball's going to go all over the place. Also very important, when you strike the ball, you have to hit the ball right in the middle of the ball. If you hit the ball, if you're looking at the camera, you want to hit it right in the middle. You don't want to kick it to the side. If you hit the ball here, it'll go that way. You hit it in the middle, it'll go straight. Hit it on the other side, it'll curve. So you want to make sure when you're kicking, your eyes should always be on the ball. I've heard people say, look up and look where you're kicking the ball. That is not true. In soccer, what I have kids do, I have them close their eyes and I have them point to the goal. They know where the goal is even without looking up. Now before you kick the ball, you might look up, see where your goalkeeper is, but then you look down and all you're looking at is the ball. If you're not looking at the ball, you're going to hit off center and that ball's going to go all over the place. So you want to focus your eyes on the ball And a lot of people think that accuracy is from looking where you're kicking the ball. It actually has nothing to do with it. Accuracy is proper form. If you hit the ball in the right spot and use proper form, the ball will go where you want it to go. So plant foot next to the ball, toes pointed where you want it. Take a hop before to transfer all your power into your swing. Knee bent, heel almost up to your bottom. Keep your leg bent as you bring it down. Toes are almost pointed straight down. And then you kick the ball and you follow through, and then you actually take a hop and land on the foot you're kicking. We can work on that later for kids. First, you just want to make sure that they're just hitting the ball. And one way we can practice this is to take the ball, have the kids hop, and then bent, keep their knee bent, and push it to another player, be it a parent or another player, and just roll it to their feet gently. And then keep doing that again and again and again until they get in a habit of hopping and pushing through and stepping a little bit as they're doing it. Once again, make sure that knee's bent. You're going to notice a lot of toe balls. It takes a lot of practice. Then when you start kicking for power, another thing you can do is you can take a cone and you can put a little cone on the ground and put the ball up there. And this helps kids keep from kicking their toes in the ground when they're first learning. And then eventually you can take away the cone and your kids will hopefully learn how to kick properly, take a hop, kick, and follow through with the ball. And that should be the proper form for kicking a ball. There's a lot of other little details that you can work on later, but even passing is the same motion. Once again, you hop, notice the knee is bent, the foot comes, and you're passing. You always hop before anything. You hop and you hit the ball for a pass. So hopefully this will help your child improve with all their soccer kicks. One final tip to help your kids learn this technique was to have your kids take their shoes off and kick the ball hard against a wall. Your child will quickly learn that if you have your shoe off and your toe is jamming into it, when you kick it with your toe, it's going to hurt, and they'll learn that they better use their laces really quickly. Let's take a quick look outside and see what a kick against a goal looks like.